Good morning. It's Thursday, the 4th of June. The reading today is from Psalm 56, verses 1 to 13, and the devotion is from Warren Wiersbe's Prayer, Praise and Promises. So I'm going to read Psalm 56, and it's entitled, In God I Trust. Be gracious to me, O God, for man tramples on me. All day long an attacker oppresses me. My enemies trample on me all day long, for many attack me proudly. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. In God, whose word I praise, in God I trust, I shall not be afraid. What can flesh do to me? All day long they injure my cause. All their thoughts are against me for evil. They stir up strife, they lurk. They watch my steps, as they have waited for my life. For their crime will they escape? In wrath, cast down the peoples, O God. You have kept count of my tossings. Put my tears in your bottle. Are they not in your book? Then my enemies will turn back in the day when I call. This I know, that God is for me. In God, whose word I praise. In the Lord, whose word I praise. In God I trust, I shall not be afraid. What can man do to me? I must perform my vows to you, O God. I will render thank offerings to you. For you have delivered my soul from death. Yes, my feet from falling, that I may walk before God in the light of life. And the devotion is entitled Handling Fear. Fear can grip us when we feel like life is out of control. And that's what happened to David when he was hiding from King Saul. But instead of running from his fears, with God's help he faced them. By understanding how David handled his fears, we can better handle ours. First, David honestly admitted his fears, and we see that in verses 1 to 7. He admitted the enemy was against him, verse 2. We won't win the victory if we pretend the enemy is not there, or if we try to suppress our fears. David's enemies were chasing him like ferocious animals, and they oppressed him all day long. They were slandering him and hunting him. It was a matter of life and death. What did he do? He admitted his fears and trusted in God. A lady once came to D.L. Moody and said, I found a verse to help me conquer my fear. Psalm 56 verse 3, Moody replied, I'll give you a better verse. Isaiah 12 verse 2. Psalm 56 verse 3 tells us that when we're afraid, we'll trust. Isaiah 12 verse 2 says that we'll trust and not be afraid. Faith overcomes everything. Psalm 130 verse 5. Let's face our fears honestly. Second, David humbly confessed his faith in verses 8 to 13. He spoke about God, not his enemies. He clung to the word of God and did not back out of his commitment to him just because he was going through trouble. What was the result of David's ordeal? God's protection and provision brought forth David's prayer and praise in verses 12 to 13. Although everything may seem stacked against you, God is on your side. He knows who you are, where you are, and what you're up against. He will protect you and deliver you. If you're facing enemies and are gripped by fear, admit your fear and then turn to the word of God. Trust in his promises to protect and provide. God knows what you're going through and he will deliver you. Your faith will overcome your fear and lead to praise. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a lovely day. Missing seeing everybody, but God bless.